How we doing, everybody? Good morning. Lead Farmer 73 here. It's good to see everybody. Guava, I hope you're doing okay this morning. If you got to go to work, make it the best day you possibly can. I know you don't want to be going to work. Well, I want to come in here today with another message. And that message, I hope it runs deep and it hits you right where it need to hit you. Let me see here. There we go. There you go, guy. Good morning. Good morning. Who we got here? Hey, Callie Homestead with Pooh Bear. How you doing this morning? Hey, Rodale. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Salon Diva. Barbara Smith. How you doing this morning? Talia. How you doing? Let me see. Adine Lewis. Polar Bear Cheryl. How y'all doing this morning? I'm going to get right into it, okay? Because I don't particularly want this video to be that long. I just want to give thanks. I want to give thanks to the Almighty Father. And I know, I don't usually get all into this, and I'm not. I just had a moment that I wanted to. Am I okay? I wanted to give you a moment. Am I okay? Somebody asked me, Uncle, are you okay? Am I okay? Let me tell you something. I can answer that question. Am I doing okay? That's why I'm here today. I want to answer that. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. I'm doing wonderful. That's why I'm making this video today, because I am so okay that I had to say something about it. I am so okay that I felt that I need to share that today with you. I want to tell you a little quick story. TLC in the garden, how you doing, my sister? I want to tell y'all a quick story. Years ago, it's been something like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't know what it's been, but I had a problem with this guy, right here on YouTube. And it's nobody that you guys are going to know because I didn't make a big stink about it or anything. But it was this guy that he was emailing me. He was in my comment section and he just wouldn't let up, right? And here's the thing, the reason I'm making this video today. He got mad at me because I did not answer him the way that he wanted to be answered. I was not there. I was not able to give him the answers that he seeked, nor could I convey anything to him the way he wanted it conveyed to him particularly, okay? So he got upset with me because I just did not give him whatever he was looking for. And I remember the last words I said to him was like, I said, young man, maybe y'all was there and you probably heard me say this to this guy. I said, young man, you're looking for answers that I can't give you. See, you're trying to find your path in life through me. a content creator on YouTube. I'm still trying to guide my own 3 children through this world. You're a totally whole grown man. I have nothing for you or the way that you want me to give it to you. Son, I can't do that to you for you right now. And I will suggest you do this. I suggest that you find some kind of peace, because I think that the answers that you're looking for, the only person that can help you right now is God or whoever you drop to your knees and pray to. He took that into offense. Again, I'm not going to get into this, but again, you can't make everybody happy. I just had some chick trip out on me the other day. You just can't make everybody happy, no matter what you do. I don't know why, but this guy, after all these years, and when I tell you he blew up, went crazy, went bananas, going on everybody's channel and talking about me, yada, 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 I didn't even interject. I just was like, what could be bad about me telling you that you need to seek the Most High for your answers and your problems in your life, because I don't got them. I don't have the answers for you that you're looking for. And probably it would probably be a bad idea for you to really be asking anybody to help you with the problems that you have right now in your life. It sounds to me, in my opinion, that you need to seek the Most High to find the right pathway for you. He took offense to that. And he got so mad I had to block him and, let it go. Neither here nor there. I just wanted to give you a quick backstory, okay? Now, the rest of that is, out of the blue, this young man pops up. I got to stop calling him young man. He almost 40 years old. Pops up in my feed out of nowhere. The feed that I saw, I don't even know why he popped up. This dude is blocked from my channel, everything. I don't know why he popped up out of the blue. I seen a video of him being arrested and handcuffed. And he was stating that he's homeless and all of these troubles he's going through and all of the horror, and he's fighting with the police, and the police, it's on like a chest cam, a police chest cam or something. And I'm looking at this like, wow, that is the same kid, right? This is the same dude. And I'm watching this video. I can't take my eyes off of it because I'm really focused. I don't even have to think like, yeah, he kind of got the same nose. No, this is the kid going to jail, arguing with the police. And I had to sit back and think to myself, thank God that I took 2 seconds to tell this kid, the answers that you seek, you need to go and be trying to find that through the Most High. You shouldn't be trying to find that through men walking around you. If you had a problem with your father, your dad wasn't there, listen, I'm sorry for that. But there is not going to be too many men around that's going to be able to fill that space that you're trying to fill, especially not me, okay? The only father figure that you need right now is the Most High. That's all I got. cussed me out so bad, made a whole video about it, went off, went crazy, and everybody's coming to me like, you see this dude on this video? I said, yeah, I see it. I didn't used to go off on people all crazy like that. You know, I just used to just let that just wear off. And that's one of the kids that I just let it wear off. Even though he just plastered my name all across the internet. But I thank God that I told him to find God and find peace within himself. Because listen to me, hey yo, normally I'm gonna warm you up like old soup. You understand what I'm saying? Normally I'm gonna warm you up like some leftovers. Something told me don't warm this kid up. Something told me don't make no jokes about him. Don't crack on him. Don't threaten him. Something, y'all know how I react, you know, with trolls. This one just was, it felt different. And I said, you know, no, you got enough problems going on in your life. You don't want me to add to that. So I seen this kid being arrested and taken to jail, and now he putting out a bunch of videos of him being homeless and he's living on the streets. He's putting these videos out. I followed his channel because he's the one put them out, and I started watching all these videos of this kid going through hell. And all I could do is shake my head. There's nothing I can do with somebody that don't want to listen when you being told something. The reason I'm here today is because I wanted to remind everybody in here, this world is so loud. This world is so loud, and there's so many distractions everywhere. Everywhere. I think I know why there's so many distractions. There's so much noise, so much pollution, so many bright blinking lights constantly blaring in your face. Eat here, buy this, go there, do this, do that, do this. It's noise. It's so you can't listen to what you being told. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yesterday, I didn't cut on my iPad. When I say I didn't cut it on, I ain't talking about I just didn't swipe. I cut it off. I cut off my laptop. I cut off my iPad. And I cut off my phone. Cut them off. I didn't put them on silent. I didn't put them on vibrate. I cut them suckers off. Off. I challenge you to do the same. You're going to realize two things. One, you addicted to these smart devices. You're addicted to them like drugs. You're going to find that out real quick. And the second thing you're going to find out, because when you find out you're addicted to these devices, what's going to happen is everything you're going to want to do, you're going to be like, oh, I need to check on this video. Oh, yeah, I can't use my phone. Oh, I need to check what time it is. Oh, yeah, I can't use my phone. I got to use my actual manual watch, not a smart watch. Oh, I need to check the weather. How am I going to do that? Everything that crossed my mind yesterday, I needed to look at a smart device to do it. Nothing was manual anymore except for my watch, right? I don't even wear my Apple Watch anymore. I haven't worn my Apple Watch in about a year. Because it's too distracting. I got a phone beeping on this one, and I got my damn watch beeping on my wrist. So I feel like a robot. So I got rid of my Apple Watch. I still have it. I just haven't worn it. The second thing that you're going to find out is your mind starts to work. You start to think and you start to figure things out for yourself. What a feeling. Soon as you put down that iPhone, soon as you put down that iPad, soon as you put down your smart device, soon as you step away from the computer, soon as you get away from anything that could do anything else for you, you start to feel human again. And yesterday I was a human. I did not use any smart devices on purpose. I shut them off. I didn't put them on silent. I didn't put them on vibrate. I didn't put them in my pocket. No, cut it off. I missed a doctor's appointment. I missed a doctor's appointment because I cut it off. But so what? My brain needed a rest from anything digital. I need to use my brain to count for myself. I needed to go outside and look up to the sky and try to figure out what you think the weather is about to be. I had to use my human senses to figure stuff out. I'm driving, so instead of me cutting on the GPS, I start realizing, okay, it's raining real bad. All right, so we're starting out east. That made me start paying attention to which direction I'm going while I'm driving. So I'm not just listening to music. I'm not just listening to my phone. No, I'm paying attention to the road and where the hell I'm going. Yesterday taught me a lot. We're addicted to smart devices. We're addicted to the internet. And that makes us a little bit less human. We cannot talk about drug users anymore having a problem, because I think in a sense we all have an addiction problem, and we don't think it's because it's normal. And I want to touch on that too. When everybody is doing it, it's not considered an addiction anymore, right? It's just the norm. Back in the 70s and the 70s and the 80s, everybody was doing a certain kind of white drug. It was normal. It was so normal that nobody looked at you like something is wrong with you. Until later in the 80s, when, people start bugging out, and now, yeah, something is wrong. Something is wrong with that stuff. And then people stopped doing it. I remember when I was a kid, when everybody you could smoke in the restaurant, you could smoke in the hospital, you could smoke your cigarette in a school. Do y'all remember that? Do you remember that? Where everybody everywhere was smoking. In schools, you going to pick your kid up, you smoking in there to come pick your kid up. You trying to eat a steak in the Ponderosa restaurant, somebody over there smoking. There was no smoking sections. Everybody was everywhere just smoking. And it was normal. So as long as, go back and look at some older movies from the 80s and look how everybody is just smoking everywhere, just in the movies, right? It was normal until they started realizing there's a problem with this. And they did more studies and saying, hey, smoking these cigarettes is making people sick. So what happens? It doesn't become normal anymore. So if everybody is walking around with their smart devices and everything, and your head is somewhere else, it's normal. You don't look at somebody like they have a problem, because everybody got their phone in their hand. Everybody is staring down like this. Everybody is doing this while they walk through the store. Everybody is doing this now while they cross the street. It's not a problem anymore. Everybody's like, oh, that's normal. My point today is this. The reason I brought up the young man and being able to listen, I still have no ill wills to that young man because he had a problem that I did not have the solution for. I still don't. I hope he gets help. But the thing, the main purpose for me telling y'all this is listen. Shut your stuff off and listen. Please, at least for one day, shut all this stuff off so you can pay attention to what's being told to you. And there's a reason why I'm telling you this. I listened to his story, the young man that I spoke about. I listened to his story about becoming homeless. And his story is really everybody's story. Everybody that's watching me right now is 2 stone skips away from being homeless. You don't think you is, but you is. You don't think you is, but you is. Everybody walking around today in 2026 is 2 stone throws away from being homeless. You think because you got a half decent job right now? You think because you got a little bit of savings in the bank right now that you're okay? It made me reflect. His story made me reflect. I did something coming up on 3 years ago because I listened. I purchased land that we now call Freedom Acres 3 years ago. This month. This month. That is 3 months. Okay. I purchased land. I have been looking for land for years. I purchased land against everybody's wishes. Nobody was on my team. I already got land here. I got everything I need right here at this house. But I didn't own it. I still have a mortgage on this house. So I've been saving my money, waiting for anything, one little piece of land to fall in my lap, and it did. I just had enough. I scrounged up every penny, every nickel just to make it work. And let me tell you something. Listening to that kid's story about being homeless gave me a new energy about my decision about purchasing land. Everybody was like, what you gonna do that for? You already got some land. You're already sitting on a... Why would you waste your money? Why don't you... Every person that I came to and talked to about, I think I'm about to jump on this piece of land. I think I'm about to buy this piece of land. Everybody was... I had nobody that told me this is a good idea. Listen to me, because you know you've probably been there. Nobody thought this was a good idea. Here was my first thought. How am I gonna take care of 2 pieces of land? How am I going to take care of two pieces of land that's so far apart, so far away? Meaning I have to travel just to go to that piece of land if I purchase it. There's going to be spells where I can't be out there. What am I going to do? If you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you either. But that's not what I was being told. Something was driving me to keep saving that money. Somebody kept saying, you got to get that. You got to get that. You got to get that land. It doesn't make any sense. I already have some land. Already got a house on the lake. So it doesn't make any sense. Something kept telling me every time I was about to buy another car or buy this or buy that, something said, don't you spend that money. Don't you spend that money. That's for the land. And so sometimes I wanted something so bad, I'm like, man, I'll re-up on that. I'll re-up on, Something kept telling me, do not spend that money. Leave that money alone. Because you're going to get, that's for the land. And I pinched off of it a couple of times. And I felt so guilty. God, listen to me. When I pinched off my money that I was saving for my land, I felt so guilty that I immediately put it right back. I felt like I was stealing out my mama purse. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I mean this. When I pinched off that to go do this or buy this, I'm gonna tell you when I pinched off of it. I pinched off of it twice. I pinched off it one time to buy my Harley Davidson. I pinched off it a second time to buy my Chevy Tahoe. And I felt so bad. I did everything in my power to put that money back immediately because I felt like I was digging in my mama purse, stealing out my mama purse. That's how bad I felt. Because I guess it's because it's like I'm being told by some kind of higher power to leave that money alone. Like your mama say, stay out my purse. That's how I felt. Let me tell you something. That young man and all his worries and all his woes reminded me that I listened. I came away from the distractions. I got away from all the noise and I listened to that voice and I did it. And right now, the way the world is, when I bought this land, let me think. Yeah, when I bought this land, the nation was kind of healing itself a little bit. And something just didn't feel right. I kept saying something don't feel right. Like it feel like this is just the sun is out right now, but you can see some clouds is about to cover it up. That's how I've always been feeling over this last handful of years. And here we are. Everybody is trying to figure out how they gonna pay this, how they gonna pay that. And everybody is 2 stone throws away from being homeless. Not just politically, but look at all the weird weather and storms and natural disasters to keep happening. Thank God Almighty. Thank God I bought that land. That's all I can say. I wanted to come in here and tell y'all this morning, cut off these machines and listen. Some people call it praying. Some people call it meditating. I'm just going to call it listening. That's all. I don't want to get into one thing or another. You can call it praying. You can call it meditation. You can call it listening. It don't matter. As long as you do that and listen, I'm telling you, it'll never steer you wrong. never steer you wrong. I listened and I accomplished and I achieved my goal. I just wanted to come in here and tell y'all I'm so thankful that I just shut my mouth, stop trying to force a direction. Stop trying to force this and let this happen. That's all. I told you it wasn't gonna be a long video. I think a lot of y'all hear this voice too. I think you're being guided and led down the same journey. Now, I can't speak for every journey, but this one, land purchasing, I think you're being told. And I think that you're being guided. But I also think you can't fully pay attention because of so much noise around you. So you ain't taking it seriously. I will never be homeless. You hear me? Because I listened. It doesn't take much to lose your job. It doesn't take much to get hurt and injured on the job. It doesn't take much to get sick. And the next thing you know, when you down and out, and you sick or you hurt for 30 days or more, it's hard to bounce back. Everything right now is so tight. Everybody bills is tight. Everything. You know how many people, honestly, let's be for real with one another, right? If some of us overdrafted, if you miss one good check, like they was talking about shutting off people's subsidies and everything, right? All it would take for you is to miss one good check because you are already juggling the bills. And right now, you're juggling them. And the responsibilities. And you like, if I drop one of these balls, man, it's all over. It's all over. If I miss one check, it's over. If I don't make this amount of money this month, it's over for me. Like there will be no bouncing back. There will be no catching up. There is a limit in everybody's life where you know mentally, if you don't write your numbers down, you know mentally that there is a point of no return. Like if you miss this check, you will never bounce back unless something miraculous happens. Because what's going to happen is a slow, subtle decline of your finances because you're going to keep overdrafting. You're going to keep owing more people. You're going to keep using credit cards to pay this credit card, use that credit card to pay that credit card. Your credit card is going to sink you deeper and you don't even understand how this works. Your interest rate went up and they didn't tell you, and you're going to slowly take that decline. There's no bouncing back unless something miraculous happens. Until you hit rock bottom where you can't do this anymore. You can't pay anybody else because all of the money that you have coming in this month is all money that you paid into overdraft fees or finance interest fees. And you like, I got enough money, but if they don't give me overdrafts and I don't have to pay these finance charges, I can pull this off. But you know that'll never happen. So I'm going to advise you to do this or think about this. From this point on, I think we should all be focusing on longevity. What do I have to do so no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay? One of the best things that you can do is purchase land, because if you purchase land, you're not going to be homeless. You will always have somewhere to live. You will always have somewhere to go. I don't know if you've ever been homeless before. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. Your family members won't help you. Your friends, they kind of get annoyed with you. You know what I'm saying? They want you to go. It's nothing bad. It's just too many grown, like my dad used to say, too many grown folks in one house don't work. And it's the truth. I don't care how much you love somebody. I love my kids. I love them. But all my kids is grown. And when they ain't here too long, man, I start getting a little agitated. They ain't doing nothing wrong, though. But it's too many grown folks. You got your own set of rules. There's a problem. I'm telling you, family, get you a little piece of land, and man, that'll solve a lot of your problems. You will always know that you have some real backup. You ain't got to worry about sleeping on your cousin's couch. You ain't got to worry about sleeping in your mama's back room. None of that. If all goes to the pot, man, grab you one of these Walmart tents and go on your land and make the best of it. That's all. That's all I got, y'all. I just want to say that, man, shut these machines off and listen. Pay attention. Listen. That's it. I don't have nothing else. I felt moved to tell that one little backstory, and then that's it. That's it. There's gonna be times where unfortunately, there's gonna be times where nobody believes in you. Nobody but you and the Most High can see your vision. It's a reason for that, though. Because he didn't give that vision to them. He gave that vision to you. Okay, this is my take on that. Have you ever had a crazy dream and you were trying to explain it to somebody? In your mind, it made sense. To them, they're like, I don't get it, right? Have you ever had an experience or went to a comedy show or had an experience out somewhere and you got home and you tried to tell the person about your experience and how excited it made you, how wonderful it was, and they don't get it? Have you ever went to a comedy show and you trying to tell this person what was so funny about the joke, and man, the way he said it, and remember Eddie Murphy back in the day? You got to listen to the joke. This is what Eddie Murphy said. You're not going to deliver it like Eddie Murphy. You're not going to say it like Eddie Murphy. So the person listening to you is going to be like, where's the punchline? Right? I don't get what's funny about that. That's the same thing. See, that message was for you. That joke was for your brand of humor, your taste, see? So to me, in my own opinion, okay, messages from the Most High, that whisper is for you. So when you're trying to convey it to somebody else, you're speaking another language to them. They don't understand you. You ever had to tell somebody, well, you don't really get it. You would have had to be there to understand. If you were there, you would be laughing your head off if you were there. You ever said that to people? Right. Right. That's like shutting off all of this equipment and listening to the Most High and what He's guiding you to do. You're trying to explain to people, I think I'm supposed to buy some land. I think something is driving me to buy land. Nobody's going to understand you. Your husband ain't going to understand you. Your wife ain't going to understand you. Your children ain't going to understand you. Your friends, your mama, your daddy, and everybody else in your life is not going to understand you. They're going to look at you like, oh my God, what would you do that for? You got a corporate job. How you look going out in the country, putting on boots and in the dirt and stuff? What you do? This has been said to everybody. You got a nice job. What you gonna quit your job for and move out into the woods? That don't even make no sense. You ain't never lived in no woods before. You don't know nothing about no gardening. You don't know nothing about no livestock. You don't know nothing about. They can come up with your family, friends, and everybody around you can come up with 4,000 different things that you don't know how to do. But they forgot the one thing that you did know how to do. Is listen to the voice of the Most High. You like, look, I don't know how to do livestock. I don't know nothing about no chickens. I don't know nothing about raising no babies. But I am being led into that direction to go learn. I don't know why, but something is pulling me in that direction. See, I don't know how to take care of chickens, goats, and pigs, and cows, and I don't know how to garden. I don't have all the tools I need, but I do know how to listen. Even in this world, listening will get you a lot farther than having some kind of weapon on you. You know that? Did you understand that? You can have all the weapons. You can have your Glock 19, you can have your AK-47, you can have all of this stuff, all of this gear, all of this weaponry to defend yourself. You know who will make it out alive? The person with no weapons, but with a good ear. Because when you think you're safe because you got all these weapons and stuff, you have no fear. You become ignorant. You get loud, and the person that can hear, the person with no weapons, they listening. They can hear the enemy coming. They can hear things in their way. They back off. But the person that's fully loaded, fully weaponized, they like, I don't need that. I got this. Hey, good morning, babe. I got all this. I don't need that. I don't need to listen to nothing. Them be the ones to get out the way, the ones to listen. Right? So that's it. I don't want to go too much further. I just wanted to tell y'all that. And people around you ain't gonna want to listen. You just gotta. They got their path. You got yours. That's it. That's all I got. I'm going to say this before I go. I want to make an announcement to everybody here this morning. Every first of the month, first week of every month, I will be doing a birthday shout out on my community post. Okay? If you have a birthday in the month of February, you can go over to my community post right now and post your birthday and tell everybody. I'll cut that on. Can you give me a second? You can go over on my community post and post your birthday. So everybody else that's posting theirs right now, I can see tons of people posting their birthdays in the community post, so they can wish you a happy birthday when nobody else may not, okay? So every first week of every month, that's what we're going to be doing. That way, you know, you get a little birthday love from over here in the Greenhouse Lounge if nobody else is going to give it to you. So go ahead every month. Please, if your birthday is in September, please don't put it in February, okay? I just want to, let's not make this weird. You got to, if you're a February baby, go ahead and go post your birthday in my community post so everybody can show you some love. With that being said, everybody do me a favor. Take one day. Shut off all your smart devices, all your machinery, and just go somewhere even with a good book, and just peace and quiet and listen. With that being said, everybody have a wonderful day. Live Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out.